So currently I'm continuing a series that I've started literally last year called Evolutionary AI. And you're probably a new viewer if you're watching this. Most likely you're a new viewer because this channel is considerably smaller than anything else. And what does this mean? What do I mean by evolutionary AI? Well, I have an AI tool called Stellar AI, and it's an AI tool designed for like self-taught coders. And if you're one, you can go try it out, sign up right now, and maybe it's helpful. But the goal with it is that in the future, I can branch it out to become like this big dominant AI tool that is actually very helpful and kind of leads kind of AI tools for coders, and then expand it to just be a very good AI tool for anything work related, and then include under it my own model, machine learning model. So if you don't know, when you have an AI app, most likely it refers to another model. So like there's something like Perplexity AI, which typically uses models of ChatGPT or models of this and that, like OpenAI, GPT-4, GPT-5, or like Claude this, Claude that. It uses these models to use to like be an AI tool, right? To have the search capabilities that it has, if you know what Perplexity is. And so mine is similar, but in the future, I would love it to be a kind of app that has its own AI model and actually kind of leads AI growth in the future. And that is my ambition, that is my goal. Um, so in the future, it becomes this massive, like, kind of just stars becomes this future company, and it leads AI growth and AI development. And yeah, that's pretty much the aim. And the reason why I decided to document this, right? And there's no script as I'm saying this, is because I thought, um, alongside as I'm just, publicizing videos about, the importance of not, like, of actually researching before you develop a project, or developing plans before you develop a project, or like knowing how you might become like have like a massive ego when you develop a project because you think that you're so much better, like you're so smart, you're a coder, etc. I also want to document it because I want to just show the process in the making of how this occurs, and I think it will actually become very fun for people to see in the future because I envision it growing by a very large amount, and for people to be able to look back and see um, where I kind of started would be absolutely amazing, I think. And so, yeah, right now, exactly right now, if I can say what I'm doing is that I'm developing a calendar and like a kind of project system. So what you do is that you can go and create your own project. You can create new project, you like set a title for it, make a little description, and then you're greeted by the AI model, and then you start uh, kind of like just setting a goal for your project, what you're going to do with the project. And then after the goal is set, you can do some kind of mini research and plan it, and plan your next like timeline for what you want to do. For like, okay, let's say for example, right now you want to develop. You're a boxer, right? Because I do boxing. Uh, you really want to have a way to connect with other boxers. Okay, so what do? You try to make a social media app for boxers, specifically tailored to like fighters and etc. And so you're going to go to this AI and you're going to write, I kind of want to make a social media app for boxers specifically, and then it's going to help you set that goal realistically. Okay, like to what extent, like, are you going to specifically focus on boxing, kickboxing, and all these things? Then you're going to build a plan with it. So, as in, like, okay, you're going to like research about, first of all, maybe what other social media networks exist that are similar. What do they implement that's cool? What do they like do that's like right, that works? You conduct this little mini research and then you build a plan in a calendar where it like puts it into there's an inbuilt calendar in the project where it shows you each and every task, And so in the future, I want to make it like you can get a desktop notification because I think that would be pretty cool if I could make my own apps and just build stuff and like have a pop-up over here say, okay, this is due then, and I get that notification a day before, and I can just kind of check, am I on track and everything like that. And this calendar, you follow through with it, and it's intended to kind of constrict you to kind of instead of because what I've noticed when I've been developing apps is that you may get like trailed off into a very long period of time of developing stuff without actually getting anywhere. Maybe not publishing, you're just kind of focused on CSS, like stylization that doesn't really exactly matter as much as the functionality does. And so instead, there's this calendar to help you go with this process. And then you develop with the AI step by step. So through like, okay, we're going to go through the back end for the first 2 weeks. We're going to go to the front end then. We're going to polish it. We're going to ensure that it works. And then, I don't know, like publicize it, right? And this entire process is just there to help you, the developer, be able to build an app faster without wasting as much time. And uh, so, yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. And yeah, that's what I'm just saying, documenting that. Uh, the only thing is, I'm not sure how to get it over to people. So, like, I'm publishing videos about my experiences with coding, about how I developed apps, and about how I've abandoned them because of this reason or that reason, or because I spent too much time on them, or like whatever. But I'm not sure how exactly to kind of introduce the concept because how do you kind of say to people like, you know, oh, I'm going to develop this and that, like or just how do you promote it, How do I say you're going to build an app, right? Like I don't want to get into like saying that you're going to make a bunch of money because I can't say that at all. Um, but yeah, so that's the current process, and I just want to document that right now to just state it.